Hello, students. My name is Dr. Carol Smith, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to ENH 110, Introduction to Literature. We will be having our first live online Zoom meeting on September the 7th, Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. We will be meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays regularly between 11:30 and 12:55. This is what we call a live online class, meaning that we will be meeting live online 2 days a week. The rest of the week you will be completing your assignments online. So first of all, I want to just use this time and space to give you a quick overview of how the Canvas course is set up for this particular course. Every instructor sets things up a little bit differently, so I want to show you how this course is set up. First of all, unlike some literature courses that require you to purchase maybe a $150 book, you are not going to be required to do that. We are actually going to be using what's called open educational resources, which means that you will be spending some time accessing some collections and anthologies in the library. I will be providing you with some permalinks and resources to that. You will be spending some time reading online materials that will be provided to you that are free access. And you will be also completing coursework and activities that are either designed by your instructor and or are supplemental materials that are brought in from other sources online as well. So the advantage, well, then we get to customize the course a little bit so that it is a little bit more customized to the students and the students' interests as we go along. But we also have that opportunity to then engage in the course without your having to spend so much money on a textbook. So welcome to Intro to Literature. You're going to be doing a lot of reading, a lot of reading in class and out of class together. There will be 4 key projects that you will be working on, and those particular projects will be independent projects where you will have an opportunity to work on particular aspects of literature and study particular genres or time periods or particular authors, and you'll be able to work on those particular projects and share those out in the class. There is an honors section for this course as well. If you are in the honors program and you signed up for honors credit, then there is a special project that you will be working on. It is, again, fairly open-ended. There are very specific guidelines in terms of what you will be doing, and that will be posted in a separate module for the honor students. However, all students in the course will have the opportunity to do that independent study as well. So the difference would be that if you're in the honors program, then you're doing it for honors credit. If you're not in the honors program but you want to do that, then you would be doing it for additional credit that would be worked into your portfolio for the semester. Couple of things to just keep in mind. First of all, my contact information, and I'm sorry, for some reason my image isn't showing up at the moment, so I'll have to fix that. Easiest way to contact me right now is via email. I am mostly off campus this semester due to the pandemic, but you can reach me very easily via email, and I can either give you a call back or set up a virtual appointment with you very quickly. Voicemail is also available if that's easier for you. That does go to my email, but it's a little bit faster via email. I do have drop-in office hours. We'll talk about that more later. And these are some of the things that you'll need to get started with. There's a pre-class info letter that provides you with some information and resources to help you with Canvas or to help you navigate coursework, Writing Center, that kind of thing. helpful technology links. The course syllabus is basically kind of your manual or Bible for the class. It will let you know what the policies are, what the expectations are for attendance and completion of your assignments. There is also a section in there on plagiarism and how to avoid it, plagiarism and avoiding it. And you will want to begin with the Start Here module. And then we will work into the week 1 module. In the week 1 module, you will find the link to your first live online session, and I'll show you that momentarily. In the meantime, you're always going to come to this homepage when you log in. In some classes, you may have some instructors that set things up under announcements all the time. Some instructors may set things up under assignments or pages. I actually put everything into the modules because I think that makes it very easy. Then you don't have to go hunting for things. It's all in one place. So here's your Start Here module. And the way I have this set up, you have pages that will have links and resources and downloadable materials as well. So for instance, when you get to your course syllabus, right click on that, download it. That's a PDF file, so you can save it to your device offline and outside of Canvas, and then that way you have it without having to go back into Canvas for it. Some helpful resources for Canvas if you're new to Canvas. And then these 2 resources we'll talk about a little bit more later on, but basically this style sheet gives you an example of how I want you to format your assignments. And then grading rubric, the grading rubric gives you an idea as to what outcomes we're looking for your major writing assignments and other assignments. And for week 1, we are going to start by talking about literature as story and the significance of literature to us in society today. Why is it important? Why should we care? Why are people drawn to other people's stories? Why read about other people's stories? What do we learn from that? So we're going to start with some definitions, some of which you'll be familiar with and some of which you may not be familiar with, but we're going to kind of start from, what is literature to us? What does it mean? How do we define it? What are the different kinds of literature that are out there? And then we're going to zero in for this first unit in the next few weeks on short story. Short stories are a very interesting evolution within the American canon of stories and literature and storytelling. So it's very unique to be able to kind of start with that. We will be looking at different elements of short story and how to understand point of view. This will be a good basis for then beginning some of our readings and discussions of particular short stories from different kinds of writers and writers who come from different backgrounds and different ways of thinking and looking at the world. So our first live session, I'm going to open that up right now. Okay, is starting at 11:30. This is your Zoom meeting link. If you run into a problem, you can use the meeting ID and passcode, but usually the link will get you right in there. If for some reason you need to dial in, I do have those options there, but dial in does not allow you to participate in the same way. So that would be a last resort. I always will post 2 things to the live sessions. First of all, the agenda. This is a general agenda, just bullet points to let you know approximately what kinds of things we're going to be talking about in class that day. And then homework for the next class will also be posted here. So, for instance, we have some readings that I will want you to complete. You'll see the links to Leslie Marmon Silko's The Mantis and Rain Clouds and Ray Bradbury's All Summer in a Day. And then you have a couple of other assignments that we will talk about more in class. So you will also occasionally have something that in class you complete or that you bring to class that day and that you will need to turn in to this assignment slot. And so this is part of your participation in class. Not only are you showing up and you're there and you're engaging and you're talking to each other and working out in your breakout rooms effectively, but then also as part of your participation, any particular notes or responses or activities that we do in writing as a matter of course for that particular day, you may be asked to submit your notes or a reading response or a journal entry to the live session slot, and you just simply submit it the same way that you would for any other assignment. You go to the Start Assignment button for Submit, and then you go from there. Okay, so that kind of gives you a quick overview of how things are always going to be laid out. So as we go through the weeks, and you will see the upcoming week's postings soon, you will always see a link to readings and materials. You will always see a heading for assignments and activities with the due dates. And you are responsible for the content within each of the modules. So think about this as your textbook. Think about it as opening up each link, opening up each section, opening up each page, downloading the links. That is like turning the pages in a textbook. But in this case, your textbook is right here and online. Okay, for honor students, there is a separate module that we will be talking about as well. And I'll share a little bit more of that in class when we meet. But in the meantime, this is where you go to get started. If you need to contact me, please go to the inbox. And in the inbox, oh, it won't let me because I'm using Student View right now, but within the inbox, you just type in my name, Carol Smith, and you'll be able to find me and send me an email here. It is much easier to email me directly within the inbox here than it is to do so on my Maricopa mail. Here, everything is all in one place, and it's very, very easy for me to not only respond to you, but also see any threads in terms of our conversation very quickly and easily and pull that up. Okay, so with that in mind, English 1, I'm sorry. With that in mind, again, I want to welcome you to class, and I am delighted that we will be working together. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you at 11:30 on Tuesday, September 7th. Thank you.